Could this be the best vlogging camera of 2025? Today I'm going to be unboxing the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and showing you all of its features and also comparing it to my DJI Pocket 2 and comparing to see is it worth the upgrade. Are you ready? Let's dive in. What's up, it's Danie, your guide to authentic video. If you haven't yet, be sure to download my starting on YouTube cheat sheet. Let's start unboxing. I have actually never, I don't think, done an unboxing before, but I was at Costco and I got this as a deal at Costco. So if you're a Costco member, just know they've got a good deal going on right now for the Osmo Pocket 3. I already had the Pocket 2 and I'm obsessed with it. I use it for any of my vlogs. I've vlogged with it in Indonesia and Vietnam. The DJI 3 has really caught my eye. I watched reviews on it and was like, ooh, I want that. What movie is that from? Ooh, okay, so we have the battery handle. I was wondering if mine would come with this, but I got the combo. So this is a camera combo deal. This is one at Costco, where it's got the 64 gigabyte micro SD card, mini tripod, battery handle. Oh! Here we have the mini tripod and then the SD card. Honestly, 64 gigabytes. I want more, but this is good to start with. Okay, so unboxing the Pocket 3. Interesting. It feels a little bit heavier, but obviously it's in the case. The case is much more thick than the Pocket 2. Wow. Rotate screen. So it says rotate to power on. It's got the shutter button. Press once to power on, take photos, record, press and hold to power off. So it's on. When you first get it, you're gonna have to scan a QR code and set it up with the app, which, wow. This is the coolest thing I think about it from just like first glance is the swipe feature, where now you can also film horizontally. So I can just continue and then I can selfie myself if I hit this 3 times. Oh, it's not even this SD card. So let's keep with the unboxing. So far, it feels a little bit bulkier, obviously. It's a bit bigger, but it's got the bigger screen, so I'm a big fan. The one thing I love about the DJI cameras is the audio is incredibly good. Like, I never used an external mic when I used the Pocket 2, and I'm assuming that the Pocket 3, because I've watched reviews on it, has even better audio than the Pocket 2, and the Pocket 2's audio is already good, which I don't understand. It's like sorcery because it's this tiny little camera. Gosh dang it. This is the Pocket 3 handle, battery handle. I've never had a battery handle before, but I think this just makes it have a bit of a longer life. Wow, cool, that's charging it. Now the last thing we have is the mini tripod, which I use a tripod I'm actually using and filming on right now, which is one I just got off Amazon for my DJI Pocket 2. So the fact that I now have this tripod is so killer. Big fan. I can put this on and set it up and start filming. First impressions are, it feels a lot sturdier. Like, even look how the difference in the size. It feels a lot sturdier than the Pocket 2. I love this camera, and the battery pack just makes it so much more, I think, a solid vlogging camera, because you can, I think, go for like 2.5 hours filming with this camera. You probably maybe need a bigger SD card, but we'll see. I'll put this in and then let's test it out. I am now back from winter camp and I have my first initial assessment of the DJI Pocket 3. So my first thoughts is, if you're coming from the 2 going to the 3, it is substantially bigger and heavier. So like, what I love about the 2 is that it's quite small. I mean, it's like, if you compare the 2, I have the tripod on this one right now, but there's a big difference in size. So I didn't love how much bigger this was in my purse. I think that the video quality is very similar. And so I was hoping that, I don't know, that it was just like a little bit smaller, but the new screen on this one, the bigger screen. So if you can compare these two screens, like that's a big difference. And so when I turn it on, you can just turn it on by flipping it like this, and then it will automatically turn on. Now, when we turn on the Pocket 2, you can see here the screen size is just way smaller. And now it took me a little bit to get used to the screen because I often would forget and I would film. I would just turn it on and I would film like this, and I would realize that I was filming vertically and not horizontally. And so that's something I like about the camera, but also note that if you have the screen still like this, it's gonna film it in horizontal, like for your TikToks and things. And so don't get that confused. You need to turn it in order for it to film and capture video, like talking head video like this. And so I've been blown away by the 3, but I also was already blown away by the 2. And so here's some more things about it. The 4K and stabilization is really good. And it's very similar to the Pocket 2, but I would say the stabilization is even better. It still has this amazing gimbal that can track you. And so quality is excellent, and I love that I can see myself more. Something to note with the DJI Pocket 3 as well is it shoots better low light than the 2. So if you were kind of upset with how this one filmed in low light, this is even better and has a low light setting. All right, so this is the Pocket 2 and this is the Pocket 3. And right now I'm filming at 4K at 30 frames per second. I've already noticed that the tracking on the 2 loses me quite easily. So I have to move slowly for the 2, but the 3's got me, okay? So I'm gonna back up a bit and let's just see how it tracks. Manny, come here. Come here, Manny. Come here. Oh yes, that's good. Can you sit? Let's see how it tracks. Ooh, okay. Manny, do a trick. Can you go around? Okay, you can't. So we still I think the 2 already lost me, but the 3's following along. All right, 2's never been seen. So that's just something interesting. Then also, I'm sorry, I'm looking a little bit of a hot mess today. Hot Mess Express. Okay, where's the 2 at? There you go. 2, no, you gotta find me. Come back over here. There we go. Okay, 2's back on me. If this is just a comparison to the 2, they're both filming at the same frames and in 4K. So let's get Manny. He's just a cutie pie. I'll switch them. Sit. That's a good boy to sit. Can you get a paw? Oh, that's a nice paw. That's a good boy. Okay. Well, there we have it. So that is the 4K. We can see what it looks like between the 2 cameras. Yep. I'll be real. The 3 just handles better. Like even when I do the triple click to switch the camera around to face me, it right away does it for the 3, and the 2 I often have to do it a couple times for it to actually go. So they've definitely made improvements, and the tracking, huge. Okay, so the sun has set and I've got the low light setting right now on the DJI Pocket 3, and then we've got the 2 over here. So hopefully you can see both. You can see the difference in low light. So if you are filming at nighttime, it's going to be a bit of an upgrade if you switch to the Pocket 3. Audio quality with the DJI cameras, this being the 2, now you can also see the 3, is really good. So this is what the audio sounds like with the DJI Pocket 3, just an internal microphone. Like that's really good. You can listen now to my ZV-1 with my attached microphone. This is what I sound like with the attached microphone, and this is what it is with the DJI Pocket 3 internal. And so if you didn't get the creator combo that has the microphone, honestly, the internal microphone in this tiny camera is really good. I've always been impressed. Like whenever I would do vlogs with the DJI 2 when I was overseas, I would just use this camera's internal mic. And it was great because honestly, I'm lazy and I can't be bothered with a microphone. Okay, usually too, I'm mostly just filming myself, and if I'm filming friends, like I put it near them. So, but of course, if you get the mic and the creator combo, it's gonna be better. But I didn't do that because that wasn't an option when I went to Costco. Otherwise, I would have done it. So something with the Pocket 3 is mine came with a battery pack that can extend the battery life of the DJI Pocket 3, which is awesome. It already has a pretty decent battery life. I'll list the specs here, but I love that if I'm running low on some juices, I could just plug this puppy in. Like I said, not all of, I think the packages come with this battery pack, but I would recommend it because I feel like my gear is always slowly dying. Okay, hold up though. This is like, I think my favorite thing about this camera, and I'm gonna give it a try. So I'm going live in a couple weeks. If you haven't signed up for that, I'm doing live channel audits where if you are a subscriber of mine, you have potentially a chance to get your channel audited by me, and I give you all my tips and tricks. You should definitely show up. But anyway, I figured out that you can live stream with this camera. What? And so with the DJI Pocket 2, you could live stream with it, but it was hard and you needed an external software. 0 out of 10 would recommend. But with this camera, you can actually plug it in here with any sort of USB-C plug and plug that into your computer, and boom, you can attach it to your live stream software. And because it has inside of the camera, it can switch to webcam mode. So that option will pop up when you plug it into a computer. You could do it technically like connected to Wi-Fi, but would not recommend doing it like that. I've watched tutorials on it. Plugging it in is gonna be the easiest for you. There are few cameras that can do like all of the things that this camera does, where you can vlog with it, you can do a talking head video like this with it, you can live stream with it. I am such a fan. So let's talk, is it worth the upgrade, yes or no? My honest opinion is like, if you are really strapped for cash and you get the DJI Pocket 2, it's still an investment. You'll be so happy with this camera. It's amazing. It shoots similar quality. It's both in 4K, it's 60 frames per minute if you would like. That's wonderful. It doesn't shoot vertically, right? Like you can here, but you could still just shoot horizontally and then crop it vertically. So, you know what I mean? This feature though is really nice to be able to shoot vertically though. Obviously with the DJI Pocket 3, you're going to get a longer battery life. It is going to shoot better in low light. If you're shooting a lot like in dark areas, that could be worth it. The bigger screen is a huge appeal for you if you want to be able to see more what you're filming, and then also being able to live stream with this camera. But maybe you're like, I would never live stream with the Pocket 3 anyway, which I would get, sure. So then the Pocket 2, I mean, either way you can't go wrong. I would say if you can afford the DJI 3, definitely get it, but they're still comparable. I hope that's helpful. No, either way, you're not gonna be disappointed. But if you are shooting a lot more vertical stuff and you want the live stream feature, like go with this one for sure. Now let's now compare the DJI Pocket 3 with the Sony ZV-1 that I'm filming with right now. Now, if you want to learn all about the ZV-1, I have a video about that I will link in the cards down below. But I will say overall, I think that the Pocket 3 is better. Why? Because it costs less, its battery life is longer, it's smaller, and it has a built-in gimbal. All of those things make it such a powerhouse that if you were just gonna get one camera, then you may wanna go with the Pocket 3, especially if you're needing a camera that is for more vlogging or you're gonna be walking and talking. Very helpful. That being said, the ZV-1 does do some things better than the Pocket 3. Number one, it can zoom without losing quality. Also, it can blur the background much more than this camera can. And so that's just an effect I really like for these talking head videos. It also has a skin blur effect that I love, that I usually put on low for the camera settings, which again, I talk about in that video that I put in the description. It's like what you can do in Zoom where it kind of blurs your skin a bit, because I'm sorry, but nobody needs to see my skin in 4K, right? So there's certain things that I want to be in 4K. My face, not necessarily one of them. Overall though, I would say the Pocket 3 still wins if you were trying to decide between these three cameras. Though I love my ZV-1 and you'll see most of my talking head videos I'm filming with my ZV-1. I am tempted though to switch to start filming with my Pocket 3 and see how I like that, because I'm loving this camera. I'm just so used to filming with my ZV-1. It's like out of habit, and I just got this one. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna start switching it up. I do wanna start using this camera way more now that I have it. Maybe I just need to throw out my Sony ZV-1 and move on. No, I'm just kidding. But also I am wanting to do a future review because Adam and I just got the Sony FX3, and that camera is like uber high quality cinematographer my brain is not smart enough for. So he's learning that one, and then I need to jump on it and also learn how to use that camera better as well, so I can make a video on that for you too. But if you are like me, I really prefer for YouTube, I want it to be simple. I don't want to do any settings. I want to turn the camera on and shoot, and then like edit it or send it to an editor and be done, and it automatically look good. So if that's you, then you're my type of people. Should you buy the Osmo Pocket 3? I've said this a bunch of times. Yes, go buy it. Would recommend it. Go to Costco if they still have the deal, if you've got a Costco membership. And if not, I'm sure there's bound to be deals on it. The creator combo, I would say, is super worth it. I didn't get that. And so if that's not an option for you, I don't think you need all those things. The thing you do need is this. You want the tripod, okay? And probably the battery pack, but even without, like, I don't have an extra battery pack for the Pocket 2 and I never run out of battery. So like, it depends on how long you're filming footage for, but I think even if you were to just get the camera and not do all the upsells, you're gonna be really happy with it. I'm excited to make more videos in the future on the Pocket 3, but overall, I know that it's going to be awesome. I hope this video has been really helpful for you. If it has been, you can help me out by using my affiliate link. If not, no worries. It just helps me out in creating more helpful content for free for you. All right, well, be sure to download my Starting on YouTube cheat sheet if you haven't yet. Help you scale your channel this year, and I will see you next video. Bye.